Hello, hello. How's it going? Sketchy, what is up? Grumble, how are ya? I feel weird today. Something about dual streaming has just been making me feel very floaty. Like I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But maybe it's the game. Maybe it's the game. Maybe I'm just struggling to keep going. Oh, I forgot. This should be snapped. I don't know why though. That doesn't have to be. Trying to fix a last minute bug. How was the demo not relaunch, but the update? How's that going? Did you do a push on any kind of marketing front? Did you get an influx of new players? What's the deal? I don't think you'll be able to see this, but all right. So my new zone, this thing is, I kind of like this thing. It's a ridiculous thing I'm doing. Let's see. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this zone. I gotta remake the pipes to be in my style, but I could also just leave them like this. I think. Nah, probably not. The low poly look or the low fidelity texture look is not so on brand. Maybe it's because I lowered the resolution of this. Oh, look at that. It is because of that. If I say 2K, okay, that actually fits way better. Okay, we'll leave that. That changes a lot of other stuff in the game. It's probably all right. You meant real work. Oh. And no, I barely did anything. I did no marketing. Still trying to figure out how to do that. I reached out to a PR person. And it might be worth looking into that. You know, they cost money. PR people cost money. But they also do stuff for you. In exchange for the money you give them, they do work for you that is better than what you could do. So if you have a new demo and you want to do a little push, might be worth reaching out to some kind of PR person to help you do that push. Spend X amount of dollars between, I don't know, from what I've seen, it's between like $500 and $1,000 for a big push like that. And you never know what can happen. Meh. Sure. Or you could just say meh. So down on yourself. I think Megabat has great potential. Do I need more pipes? Let's see, maybe I have more pipes I can put here. Oh, also these waypoints. These are useless. Ding, 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 ding. So basically everything from here up. Oh, what are those? You and you? Yeah, and then you're good. You're not good. Let's fix that. Update. Work is too busy? What do you mean work is too busy? To let a PR person do the work for you? Or is work too busy to like think about your own game in a healthy manner? they would need stuff I don't have. You don't have a press kit? Just screenshots, your trailer, a blurb. The streamer that played my game seemed to like it, but hard to tell if he was just being nice. This is a recent streamer? A big one? Was it Red Cabin? Because I can tell you right now, Red Cabin was probably just being nice. Not big. I remember a long time ago, Vimlark played your game, and you were very excited about Vimlark playing it. And then I'm like, oh, I never heard of Vimlark. Let me check Vimlark out. And then I started hanging out on Vimlark's stream. And then he played my game. I haven't really seen him in a minute. He only streams once a week on my Monday super morning. Like, I have to be up and on my computer between 6 and 7 a.m. to catch him. And if I'm not, I mean, sometimes I am, but actually lately I've been walking the dog until like 8. So not really. Trailer is old, screenshots are old, and no press kit. Never had one. I mean, a press kit is just like, it's like just a collection of artwork and like layered artwork especially. So the press can like manipulate and design their own thing. I keep reading your name is Booyah Grandma. Oro, welcome in. First of all, welcome in. Second of all, that's the correct way to read it, so congrats. You win. It is definitely Grandma. It is not Grand MMA. It is Grandma.
You and me. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
There it is. Cthulhu, how's it going? Fanny, thank you for the hydrate. How goes the dev today? It is good. It's good. I'll show you what I set up. So the scene is coming along. I never had the ability to like take a photo of something that wasn't like a very specific kind of object in the game. Like it had to be an NPC or an item or some kind of biome entity that grows in the forest or a guest. Like it had to be like a certain thing. But now I've created a generic just like photograph of a thing. So you can go up, so I can basically just slap a collider on anything in the game and make it photographable, which I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but I didn't have it before, and now I do. So now I can implement the quest to come take a photo of this thing. The problem I'm running into now is that it doesn't like record the name of it. For some reason, the name of it's getting chewed away somewhere in the code, and so now when I go to retake a photo, it's just a photo icon, and when it says you've taken the photo, congratulations, it doesn't say, miniature forest studio. It says nothing. gonna go to bed. Grumble, have a good night. Virtue 140. Virtue. Dang Virtue. Dang Virtue indeed. How are you, Virtue? That is a mega streak. Mega streak. Crazy. There's gonna come a point where you've passed the halfway point of how many streams I've done and how many you've seen. Oh, because well, what are we up to? 315, and I did like 10 before I started counting, or maybe like 20 before I started counting. So the halfway point would be like 160, maybe something like 160, 165. Almost there. You doing good? How am I? I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. Trying to figure out what to do next. Like the zone is, it doesn't feel 100% cohesive. It feels a little, it feels like, I don't know, a little disjointed. It's a little disjointed. This doesn't have like a nice flow to it. It doesn't feel like a holistic environment. And I know it's not supposed to be like a nice place, but there's a feng shui to a level that isn't there. There's just something missing. I'm not sure what it is exactly. You know, maybe it's something to do with the composition of the way these are laid out. I'm not sure. Needs more cowbell. Yeah, Bruce, how's it going? Bruce, you got a tree. You were gifted a tree yesterday. Maybe if I make this more symmetrical. Maybe, yeah, maybe the fact that there's like this chunk of area over here just blocked off in a weird way. How about this? Well, what if I try this? Also, I'm trying something with the music. This is actually the music I first started streaming with, and you know, it's just like generic lo-fi. But I did get the copyright strike from the Final Fantasy music yesterday. So if I ever do want to monetize the YouTube, which I don't right now, like I definitely don't want to monetize on YouTube. I might not even keep doing it. But just so I don't get the copyright strike, I'm gonna keep this music on. Plus it's been a while. I don't know why I just can't put this in a spot that I like. There's just always something about where I put it that I don't like. Maybe if I open this, okay, how about this? Now this creates a pathway to over here, and then over here could be something. Maybe more pipes. More pipes, pipe group. Power pole. Power box. No, maybe I can use these to decorate this area a little bit. Someone gifted me a sub. Thank you so much. It was either Anonymous or Turgoose. One of the ooses. This is such an interesting pack. It has everything I need to make like a sinister area. Yo, JB. JB, 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 JB. How are ya? Huggin, how's it going? Roses are red. Godzilla 98 was bad. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Sure. You just said that, and you can't take that back. Here to lurk and get my streak. Well, thank you for the lurk. What other fun stuff is in this pack? Maybe I'll get inspired. Barrels, yes. Yes, barrels, nasty barrels. Honestly, the one thing that bugs me is when I zoom out, everything looks okay, but this photo shoot area, these guys are just like so noisy and busy that it's an eyesore. It's a weird eyesore. That it has so much detail. Nothing in the game has this much fine, noisy detail in that much of a concentrated area. That's why it just looks weird. Got all these barrels. Box. Cabbage. Got rid of all the vehicles. I can't use them. These cliffs are interesting. Container? What? There's a shipping container? Are you kidding me? How did I make one? I mean, alright, I guess I forgot I need bars. A door. Corn grup. Evac. Interesting. Farm. Fences. Food. Oh man. I used to use all these to like decorate the town for my prototype. Just want this area to not look so good. Shiri Ken, welcome in. What's going on in this zone in your game? So, you know, I'm making a life sim that's where you run an inn, but there's a looming threat to the town. Of course, you need conflict if you're gonna have a compelling experience. At least I think I need it. So this area has been taken over by an evil company that has been logging the national forest, which that's a no-no. And you know, they're trying to do like a little hostile takeover. So I have this camp set up, this kind of secluded camp in this area. And there's a few set pieces that have to do with some quests, like they've been claiming that they're actually regrowing the forest, and that they don't chop the forest down, they only regrow it. But here all they're doing is like photographing a miniature and saying, hey, look at this forest regrew. So you're trying to like catch them in the act. You gotta sneak in here at some point and snap a photo of this, show it to the press. Cheating, I know, right? Baloney. Hi, Hard. Good morning. 50 stream streak. That's a chunky one. It's getting chunky.
And me. Booyah, Grandma. Booyah.
Evil company taking over the forest is a pretty common trope for these types of games. Yeah, it's pretty common. There's always like some evil threat to the forest. It's just how it goes. And I'm not like holding myself hostage by the fact that that's a trope, because you know, I don't want to get too caught up in the fine details of telling like the best story ever. I just want to make a good game. And if the story is a little tropey, then, you know, I'm okay with this. Sacrifices. Maybe the trees closest to this area starting to wither down, get brown. And these machines is more dirty and used. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little too, that's a little too detailed to like have all these different kinds of trees, but I definitely need to dirty this thing up. This thing's very clean, and it's just one solid color, so it looks unfinished compared to everything else. And then these logs are part of a pack that I want to replace. A lot of this stuff is textured, which isn't good. I don't do textured, it's not my style. So some of the stuff is out of place. I'm kind of looking through an asset pack for like inspiration, just to see what sparks creativity. These pipes were interesting. I might add more. Maybe they come out of the walls here. Is now a good time to redeem a tutorial? Yeah, sure. What kind of tutorial is it? Can we get a secret covert serial killer who is never confirmed and only alluded to? Make it Grandma, please. No. How are you using flood fill to detect rooms? Okay. I probably can't do a tutorial on it, but what I could show you the code and show you what I do. So, that would be in the lore grid node, tile grid system, tile grid system. Wardstone, 3 stream streak. Don't mind me. I'm just putting Mrs. Funny Boys to shame. Yeah, you are. It works in golf rules still, right? Yeah. You just hit par. Okay, so I'll start by showing like what a tile is, right? So a tile foundation. A tile is this. It has this script called floor tile on it, and all you need to know about floor tile, it actually derives from a thing called tile, which derives from a thing called node. I can go all the way back to node, and it's the only thing that matters. All the node is it's a script that keeps track of its neighbors. So it has neighbors, and all of its neighbors are nodes, right? And then a floor tile has an extra set of neighbors. So so tiles keep track of their tiled neighbors. So tiles keep track of tile neighbors. And then floor tiles, in addition, keep track of walls as neighbors. And each direction is, and it's just an array. It's just looking at this array of 4. You know, it's always 4, north, south, east, or west. And then this tile node, same thing. Neighbors, north, south, east, west. I also have diagonal neighbors for certain reasons, but we don't need to worry about that. Because flood fill only cares about north, south, east, west. So the flood fill algorithm, so get connected floor tiles. This is the flood fill algorithm. first, you need a starting tile. You got to start somewhere. So my selection system knows how to choose something to start with. Aaron, how's it going? So you have your starting tile, and then you need two arrays. You need a list that you can add and subtract from, like a changeable list. I mean, I know you're in Godot, so I don't remember what the equivalents. I don't know what the equivalents are. And then I have this thing. It's a queue. It's like it's an array that you can only push and pop from the top. You can't like access the middle things. So the first thing you do is you queue up the starting tile, and so the algorithm knows where to begin. And then the first thing you do is the first thing you do is queue it up, and then immediately in the while you have a while loop, and you do this algorithm, you do this while loop as long as you have things in the queue. So what you're doing is you're checking each neighbor, seeing if it's in your list of room tiles that you're going to add to, and if it's not in this list, you're going to add it and queue it, or you're going to queue it. That's what you're going to do. You're going to just queue it. So if it's not in this list, you queue it, and then every iteration of this while loop grabs the next one in the queue, adds it to this list of room tiles, and then grabs its neighbors. So you're constantly grabbing neighbors, adding them to the queue if they're not in this list. And then when it's their turn, it's going to do it for them. So that means you won't go over neighbors twice. So if I go line by line, it's like you dequeue the first tile that you started with. If this tile is already in this list of rooms, then you're going to continue. You're just going to keep going. You're not going to calculate this. But if this is a brand new one that you've never run into before, immediately add it to that list so it can never be done again. And then start checking its neighbors. So I check to see if there's a floor tile in every direction. And if there is, and there's no wall, so it's like if there's a floor tile and there's no wall, then queue this one. If you find a wall in between you and the direction, then don't add it. Don't add it to the queue. Just keep going. Keep going. Check the next neighbor. Check the next neighbor. Check the next neighbor. And then I count the iterations here. So if it goes like infinitely, you can stop it. There's like a 10,000 max here. Oh no, I set the iteration to be like the maximum amount the queue can actually be, which is the width times the height of the entire tile set. So it can never be more than these two things multiplied by each other. It's good just doing a late workout and eating too much pizza. That sounds amazing. The pizza part. Not enough pizza. Fair. So the queue grows faster, but eventually empties out. Yes, the queue. So like you can do the first starting tile, and let's say it has four neighbors, and it's in the center of the room, and every single one gets added to the queue. Boom, you're immediately adding all four neighbors to the queue, and then you're going to one neighbor first because the queue only happens one at a time. You go to one neighbor, you check its neighbors, and you add that neighbor to the list that's like definitely in this room, and then you check its neighbors, and then you add them all except if there's a wall between, so it's constantly doing that. And the check is like really simple. I'm not doing any like bitwise operations like Wordstone would do. I'm not doing anything fancy. I just have, if east wall is a floor tile, then it's definitely a neighbor. If it's not active, then ignore it. Within walls. So within walls is a flag. Like I check for all connecting floors, all connecting floors within walls. So if we're checking for walls, I see if there's a wall. If there's no wall, add it to the queue. If there is a wall, this just goes to the next neighbor. Does that make sense? I do something similar, sounds good. It's very like brute force. It's pretty Neanderthal-y when it comes to coding, but it works. It works great. Nothing to, don't need to get more complicated than this. I'm sure there's ways to like make it perform better, but I already get perfect frame rate. I don't have to worry about that. Do you use the room to then paint by room? Wait, do you use the room to then paint by room? I'm not sure what you mean. So I have a room object. So when I'm making rooms, like I have a selection system that grabs a tile, and then I return that list of floor tiles, and then a room is just a list of floor tiles. So that's how I create like a room object, and then I don't need to like store it later. And I'm only ever doing a flood fill on where my cursor is, so I don't have to like flood fill the entire inn to figure out all the different rooms. But you could do that if you do this flood fill and then you feed it every tile in the whole game, and if, you know, you just like find the next starting, like once you find a room, I guess you can find the next tile that's not in the room and start there. It doesn't matter. Boa, how's it going? It's late here. What time zone are you in? I'm in Japan Standard Time. It is 3:38 p.m. for me. Late afternoon. I'm confused by the wall thing. So you're drawing a wall piece. Do you find that... Here, I'll just make a... I'll show you. I'll show you in practice. So if you were drawing a wall piece, do you find the floor on either side and rerun this algo on the wall adjacent tile? I will say that when building objects spawn and despawn, they communicate that with the whole game, and so the game kind of knows its current state at all times after build mode. So I'll build a debug in, right? So here I have all these rooms, and I'll turn on this so it's less confusing. So this tile right here, right? This one. It's a piece of foundation. If I look at its neighbors are north, you know, it's got all of its neighbors here. And then it has wall neighbors, which you can see how they're all null, except for one, and this is east. East direction is not null. So it knew when drawing the room to ignore this neighbor, like during the flood fill algorithm, it knew to ignore this. And the way my construction system works, when you place walls, the construction system, the build system, broadcasts a message. It sends a message, an event. It sends an event to the, you know, the entire game, and whoever's listening listens for that information. So I forget how it works. I think floors listen for when walls are created, and when a wall is created, the floor just checks, hey, is this a potential neighbor of mine? Or maybe I do a collision. Maybe it forces itself upon the floors when it's created. I don't remember the exact way they connect, but they do connect on creation. Augie, sorry I missed your message. How's it going, Augie? I've wanted to visit Japan and India someday. Yeah, I gotta make my way over to India, for sure. I was thinking about going to Sri Lanka soon. You've given the floor sentience, you monster. I don't remember how I do it, actually. But at some point, they know about each other. I don't remember how, but they do. Oh god, it's like AI. I don't know how it works, but it does. Nah, I just forgot. The floor isn't rock bottom. What? I was messing with The Sims, and it indicates that room detection updates with the ghost wall drawing. So if you close a room but don't confirm, it already acts like a room. Yes, I do similar things. Every time I draw any element in the game, I'm recalculating everything. So if I draw a wall through this thing, then it would mess up the flood fill algorithm, but I only calculate the flood fill algorithm when I'm making rooms. So I think what I do in that instance is I just ignore it, and then now I have one room that is separated by walls. And I did that on purpose because what if you want to build like a balcony that's part of the room, or what if I wanted to build bathrooms one day and they're separated? So I do allow rooms to not care whether or not they're inside walls. I do allow rooms to be a collection of floor tiles that can be scattered throughout the inn. And I use the selection tools, the create a room selection tools, to let the player manipulate like that stuff, that info. I imagine in build mode, the performance doesn't matter as much. Not really. Not really. How is the appendage healing? Okay, thankfully. Bruised up real good now. Oh man, Ward. I'm glad you're healing. Another related question. Are your floors raised? Do you raise furniture to meet it? No, I don't. The floors are like... They're like 0.01 thickness. And you can see the furniture goes through the floor. You can see it goes through the floor to the actual bottom. That's how thick the floors are. I don't worry about it so much. Because the view is up here. Like, if I... it's not an issue for me. Wait, you got attacked by a dog? Wait, when... Wordstone, I remember you were injured like weeks ago. Is this the same injury? Or is this a new injury? Is this the build system? I'm planning to build one for the editor to make it easier for me to build puzzles and buildings. Yeah, we're talking about... the original question was how to do the flood fill algorithm. But now we're just talking about a little bit of everything. There's no visible Z fighting, so it's all good. Yeah, they have some thickness to combat the Z fighting, you know, because I wasn't about to like delete the dirt underneath and stuff like that. It just gets too complicated. This happened 2 days ago. Oh my God, Ward, I didn't realize that. I thought this was from your injury from a while ago. Damn, I'm sorry. Injury magnet, yeah. I'm considering between spawning walls versus defining room spaces. The reason why I went with the direction I went is because I wanted you to think about the inn as a whole and like as a building and not as rooms. I thought it would be easier to think about your whole layout and then cut the rooms out from within instead of like, oh, I want a room here. And then I want another room here. Freedom, how's it going? Freedom! Thank you for the raid. Everyone, shout out to Freedom Studios. I've been seeing her stream lately. New friend. She's really good 3D artist. Really good 3D artist. Make sure to check her out. Blender. I know you all love Blender. You all make fun of me for using Maya. So go check out a wonderful Blender streamer. Boom, welcome in. Dung, how's it going? Chrono, what is up? Yeah, welcome in everybody. We were just talking about the building system in Alpine Lake. First of all, let me introduce myself. Hi, welcome to Raiders. My name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy life sim innkeeper sim game called Alpine Lake. You can find the link here. Feel free to wishlist it. iHeart had some. I almost said iHeart Studios. iHeart Funny Boys had some questions about flood fill algorithms detecting rooms. So we've just been talking about the building system that I currently have, where you can like build your inn. Let me catch up. That was a lot of spam. There's a lot of raid spam. You got that lawsuit for Nintendo yet? I think Augie's safe. We both got colds again, but taking it easy as a result. Ah, it sucks. Fui, how was your stream today? What did you get up to? I already know. I watched you model. I saw you playing some Split Fiction. But if you want to share anything, and if you want to tell us what else you were doing on stream, or if you'd like to share any of your other side projects that you weren't streaming today, feel free to drop links, explain it in super detail. Long explanations are okay here. Big links, gigantic, ugly Discord links, those are fine. Whatever you need to do to share. We want to see stuff. We want to hear stuff. I'm putting the Nintendo lawsuit on hold. I'm resuming the Ghost Project. They can sue Anemo first while they wait for me. I'm glad you're going back to that, Augie. I really, really, really liked Onibi. Plus, now I don't need to update my Nightbot shout out for you. I'm already shouting out Onibi. Fui is cool. Fui is cool, Boom. Boom, you're cool too. I don't make fun of you for using Maya. I wish I could afford Maya. Well, you're making fun of me for affording Maya. I don't know what I'm doing. False. Negative. Liar. I got a home gym set up in the garden now. A single bench, but it's good enough. Like just a seat, zombie? Is that your workout? You just sit down and stare. The Spaghetti Bandit. I'm on my 3rd month of cut. Already lost 5 kilograms. Wow, that's a lot. Turgus, how's it going? Add me to the credits. Oh my god. 18. That's a lot. Let's talk about adding me to the credits. We did. Alpine Lake is a life sim if you're into that kind of thing. Did I say that? I think I did. When you get tired of your IRL life, you can sim a better one. Yes. Long essays, Dung. Exactly. Long essays. Freedom, that link is not long and ugly enough. Sci-Fi Cat Concert. Free and paid versions is now available. Does this have music? Should I be listening to this? Oh god. The visuals are cool though. Let me give you a follow. This is my last project. Hadouken! Hadouken, good morning. Turgus, 3-stream streak. I'm almost caught up. Oh my god. Home workout. Look at weights. Get strong. Get strong by thinking about it. Yes. Slur, I'm late again. No, you're not. You're right on time. Left, how's it going? Basically, chat can join the virtual audience as cats and do stuff like explode themselves. That's fun. That was... I don't know who else was doing the chopping game, but that was me doing the chopping game furiously while during the timer. I figured out a secret. I figured out the trick. Because if you double click a stream, it full screens it. But if you move this mouse slowly while clicking, then since the mouse is moving, it doesn't count as a double click. So I'm like constantly just like moving the mouse around, like, and I click it like 10 or 12 times, however many chops there are, and then I immediately go to the bag, and then I go back, and then I'm constantly moving it, and then I go back to the bag. I can't believe I was strategizing about it, but it was really fun. But thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it. Make sure to get rest if you need it. Feel free to hang. But yeah, this is cool. When so is this an app that you made so streamers can do the experience and then their chatters can join? Or is this something like you're doing for you only? I'm gonna go eat now. Have a great stream. All right. Thank you so much for the raid. Enjoy your food. But I'm curious. I want to know more about that next time. Maybe I'll stop by your stream and I'll ask all the questions. You build things for VTuber programs. Okay, so you were making that as like a product, not just for you. I figured out the code for 2D collisions yesterday. Gonna clean that up and plan out the tools I want to build for Onibi. There we go, Augie. It said there was a paid version. Oh yeah, I did notice. I didn't know if like the paid version meant like you were charging chatters to join the concert, or if the software as a whole was paid. Warudo and Vnyan are the main ones, but most environments people make aren't interactive yet. So are those like competitors? Onibi is back, yeah. Now there's an idea. What? Charging chatters to join the concert? So the VTubers can purchase my world and allow their chatters to actually interact with the world. Yeah. No, this is a good idea. It's good stuff. Wish I can blacklist streamers with certain tags. Hadouken, are you okay? Did someone hurt you? If a VTuber wants, they can change their charge their chatters to join. Oh, okay. So you can do that. They can set it up to allow you to join only if you cheer X bits or something. Oh, okay. Interesting. Man, you have all that like Twitch integration figured out. I don't know how to do that stuff. I did want to add Twitch integration to Alpine Lake eventually. I gotta figure that out. But if you want to eat, you know, don't let me hold you. Don't let me stop you. Go eat. A bunch of my dev stuff on Blue Sky got deleted over copyright takedowns last night, and I haven't gotten a straight answer as to why. Basically, all the important dev stuff has been affected by it. Slur, that's very strange. That's really odd. I didn't even know that could happen on Blue Sky. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Today, I'm working on this new zone. This new zone in the game, where it's like an evil corporation taking over a little area of the forest and doing some logging. And yeah, that's what this is. So I was making these models over the past few days, like this wood chipper, this trailer hut, this little photo shoot area, which is very confusing out of context, but there's a reason why it's there. I swear. They allow users to report posts over infringement. Your dev stuff? I mean, copyright only happens if you use other people's stuff, right? Yeah, it sounds like a weird targeted thing. You upset John Wick. Are you calling Slur John Wick, or are you asking if Slur upset John Wick? Probably going the same way as Twitter did with censoring and other weird things. I can't imagine that. Basically lost the last like 2 to 3 months, including the Titanfall FPS, BSP importer, and some other side projects. I should say Titanfall inspired FPS. I mean, you can make fan art. There's millions of posts of fan art with of actual other IPs, and it's never been a problem. So that sounds weird. It sounds like someone's being naughty. Someone's not playing fair. Okay. Oh, right. There was a bug I was fixing. There's a bug I was fixing with the photograph system. For some reason, the name of the photograph isn't showing up properly, and it should just say miniature forest. It should say miniature forest here, and I don't know why it's not. I got the takedowns from 3 different sources, so who knows? Very strange. Why does the internet have to suck? Why do people have to suck? Also, I just got a notification. Fanny Slam is the new top clipper at 41 views 12 minutes ago. Congratulations, Fanny Slam. That's a lot of views on a clip. It's more views than I've ever gotten on a clip. Except for the pants one, because it's like on my homepage. Seven Chug, do you have cloud shadows? I don't. I tried implementing a cloud shadow system, and I got something, but the shadows were too harsh. I couldn't figure out how to do soft shadows, like blurry shadows. So I kind of got rid of it. Right now I have like these trees casting some shadows to make it look foresty. But other than that, it's either a sunny day or not. Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Linux? I mean Mastodon, the Fediverse. No, we don't talk about those things here. I like the pickup line clip. So Riz. I don't think I watched it. I just cringed at me saying it like in the first second, and no, I can't watch that. But yeah, Xlur, sorry that's happening. I'm not taking it as a huge loss since that stuff wasn't being fed into the algorithm anyway, and a lot of that is very outdated compared to the current build. I mean, this just doesn't, I'm sure it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good for that to happen. Shouldn't happen. All right, so what I want to do is I want to figure out what this bug is. So I have the object here where I can take a photo of it. And the issue is not tile stuff. Close that. Also, iHeart, if you're still there, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. And if you want like the code of that algorithm so you can read it and kind of interpret it into your own code, I'm happy to give you a snippet. Might pass to you later? Okay. Don't need the code. The algo is straightforward with how you describe it. Okay, good. See, I would have needed the code because pure explanation would have gone way over my head. What algorithm were we referring to? We were talking about a flood fill algorithm for grid-based tile system and room discoveries. Oh my God, Exo! Exo Drifter, how are you? How was your stream today? Everyone, big shout out to Exo Drifter. Outfrost, welcome in. How are ya? Chodo the Bright, Exo Raiden. I spent forever rizzing up the title screen. Nice. Thank you for instantly showing up with a clickable link. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's funny how we were just talking about Riz. That is fantastic. Ooh, I love the logo. Wow. Wow. I friggin' love. Also, it was on 1.5. Gotta watch it as intended. This looks so good. That's so unique. Very good design. Very good design. Happy Nora, welcome in. Everyone, if you don't know who Exo is, first of all, go follow her, or go follow them, and check out No Signal, please. No Signal, right here. It's coming out soon. I know this for a fact. Exo will tell you. The release date is not announced yet, but it's coming out soon. So what you could do in the meantime is wishlist and follow, and download the demo if you want. It's like an escape room like game. We can watch the trailer. It's an escape room. It has super interesting it has a very interesting point of view. It's like at times it's first person, right? You're the camera, you're looking around, but not really, because I don't know, you just saw the camera zoom out of the room, and you can rotate locked onto a target, so the movement is very unique. And it looks great. Like, the visuals are really good. Store page Riz tomorrow, hopefully. Nice. Tentatively next month. Awesome. Hey, wait, that is classified. The demo is like 8 months old. Well, then do you not want people to play it? Also, this needs to stop moving. Okay, there we go. It does look amazing. It does. It does. Everyone, go click all the buttons. Click all the buttons. Raiders, welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy life sim, innkeeper sim game called Alpine Lake. It is this. It's this. I'm currently working on a bug in my photography system. Waiting. Basically, when you take a photo of something in the game, it knows what the thing is called that you're taking a photo of. That's pretty standard. But I added the ability to like take photos of arbitrary spots. So let's see, so I could take a picture of this tree, and then it's like, oh, cool, new photo, excellent, young pine tree. And now when you hover over it with the camera, it says young pine tree. But I made this arbitrary spot right here. It's just like a collision in amongst these vases, and when I take a photo of it, it just says no name, nothing, and I don't know why, so I'm trying to figure out why. Probably updating the demo tomorrow. Wait, IDR? What's IDR? Or I don't know. I don't know if Covino has played my game or not. Did someone talk about... Oh, is this the one Covino couldn't handle? Did that happen? I'm here for EXO's Riz-driven development arc. I used to have a Riz emote. I got rid of it. It didn't fit. It didn't fit my vibe. A bug like the leaf cutter ants or the butterfly? Turgus. He played it at Godokon. Oh god, a third raid. Yagman! Yagman, how's it going? I'm excited for my hot girl arc too. Question mark? EXO. We have arrived. Yagman, how's it going? Welcome in, Raiders. This is raid number 3. In a very short span. So if I'm a little flustered, bear with me. Everyone, shout out to Yagman X. Yag, how are you today? How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Hot person summer, let's go, Aaron. Lots of raids, yeah. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew. I'm working on a cozy life sim innkeeper sim called Alpine Lake. Today, I'm trying to fix a bug that in my photography system, when I take photos of arbitrary spots, it doesn't tell you what the name of the photo spot is, which it should. It just shows you the icon. So I'm trying to figure that out. Great stream. I was showing everyone my new 3DS that my friend bought me as a birthday present from Japan. Nice. Is it a Japanese system that doesn't play games in your area? Like, does it only play Japanese 3DS games? All V no icky. Welcome in. I was lied to. You're not a grandma. I was expecting knitted sweaters and cats. Instead, I'm getting cool game dev. False. False advertising. It's false that I'm a cool game dev. I'm definitely just like not a cool person. So I'm more grandma than cool person. Jordy, how's it going? It is modded, so I can get games on. Okay. He. Tee he. Very cool. I just bought, maybe like 4 months ago, I bought a Nintendo 64 here, and it only plays like Japanese Nintendo 64 games, but it was fun for like a couple of days. I played Pokemon Snap, the original Pokemon Snap in Japanese, and that was fun because my wife and I our skill level in Japanese is like really low, and Pokemon is pretty simple, so we were able to read a lot of it. First name Boo, middle name Ya, last name a grandma. Exactly. Very chill. Talked about horsey games and how much I miss them. Chris Zukowski just came out with a newsletter that's like, hey, don't sleep on horse games. Horse games are real popular right now. Yeah, do you have anything you want to share? Literally anything. Any links? Any socials? Anything you got going on? Any events coming up? I haven't seen these horse games. I must take a look. Yeah. On Steam, there's like a whole slew of horse games where you take care of horses, ride horses. There's like tons of them. Also, there's ads in 1 second. Very sorry. I did not click the snooze button in time. The N64 is good purely for one game, and it's Super Mario 64, and Super Mario 64 is probably the most unoptimized and glitchy game on the console. I will say that Super Mario 64 is still, to this day, one of my top 10 games, for sure. Do you think Chris Z is having an impact on what games get flooded in the market? I think that it's possible that because of Chris Z, there are maybe one too many horror games coming out. Just one too many. Nothing to share right now, although I do have a YouTube video coming out today at 8 p.m. It's a UE5 tutorial for how to replicate OG until Dawn fixed cameras. Feel free. Do you have like a coming soon page for YouTube? All right, we're in ads now, so hopefully they go away quickly. But if you're still there, if you can still hear me, please share the link to your channel and share, or I can grab it. I can grab it. Gotta find food and relax. Be back later probably. EXO, thank you so much for the raid. And I really liked your new title page. I don't know what was new from that because it was a while ago when I played the demo, but I don't know, I just love that logo. Let's pin that. Everyone go follow Yagman on YouTube as well. You never played Pokemon Stadium then? I did not like Pokemon Stadium that much. I thought Pokemon Snap was better than that. And I did like GoldenEye. What about Perfect Dark? I remember always seeing Perfect Dark in like GamePro magazine. I never played it though. Yo, Kilika, good morning. Perfect Dark was amazing. All right, I need to figure out what's going on here. So, wait, here, look at this spawn panel. Oh, this is the, so it knows the panel that it's trying to spawn, but why doesn't it set the info correctly? So the subject name is the photograph's subject name. That's if the photo is taken. So I think this isn't happening. This isn't happening. So photo is taken. Grant? Hi? Hey You Pikachu would have been cool if it worked. Did it not work? The original Perfect Dark has an amazing commercial. I remember watching it in a movie theater. It was cool. Yeah, I remember a lot of these games from GamePro ads. I used to have GamePro magazine. Most of you probably don't know what GamePro magazine is, but back in the day, we didn't have Kotaku. We needed to get our information from magazines, those things that are dying and don't exist anymore. And they were video game versions of magazines. And inside those magazines were ads for video games. Maga what? No zombie. Bad zombie. So what is going on here? Yeah, so that's definitely not happening. That's got to be it. We're not getting to... I'm getting blocked at that spot. And if I actually look at this function before I even play the game, does it tell me why? So it's looking to see if Sheets contains the key for photo. Yeah, I don't get it. Didn't the Hey You series come out near the end of the 3DS's lifespan? I thought that was the Switch. I thought the Hey You Pikachu and Hey You Eevee were Switch. Are ads over yet? Okay, ads are over. I hope everyone clicks on the YouTube link up top. Subscribe to Yagman's channel. Check out the tutorial, especially if you're an Unreal user. Check out the tutorial that's coming out later. All V, thank you for the follow. The last few pages of the magazines were cheats. I remember that because I used to read them at the store and write them down. I used to go into stores with a pen and paper to write down cheats from PlayStation Magazine. That's the best. See, video games used to spill into the real world in really fun ways. Now that everything's digital, it doesn't spill. There's not much spillage. You have to like seek it out more intensely. Pretty sure it's Game Boy Advanced era. What? Why am I thinking it was Switch? That's not Hey You? Oh. What am I thinking of? There was some Pokemon game I remember coming out near the end of 3DS. You found the TV commercial. Oh, spicy TV commercial. This is spicy, Virtue. Too spicy. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Actually, it looks pretty good. The game looks decent. Nice. Here's a link to the YouTube tutorial. Wait, no ads? What? Premieres in 11 hours. Why is there an ad then? Why is it showing me an ad if there is... If it's a coming soon page? Or is this a oh, this is a trailer for the video. That was so confusing. Oh, very cool. I didn't know you can do that. Is the tutorial in portrait mode? Or is it recommended to have these like coming soon trailers to be portrait? It's a short. Okay, I see. You really know how to use YouTube. I'm such a YouTube nerd, or YouTube noob. I'm still streaming. So this is a dual stream. I am streaming to YouTube. This is day 3. Day 3 of streaming on YouTube. If anyone from YouTube is out there, and you're like, what the hell? Who is this person? Who is he talking to? Most of us are over here on Twitch, but you know, I can see if there's any YouTube people. Hello, YouTube. How are you? I'm a YouTube noob. And I thought we were subscribed to not get ads here. Yeah, seriously. I'm working on a game called Providence, Steam page up. That is a classic fixed camera third-person horror game. That's true. Zombie did not just lie right then and there. I don't know why he would, but... So a premiere is a video that comes out that has a chat room. Is that the deal? It's not live, but it's like a chattable video because it's live at the same time for everyone else. It's kind of cool. I've never seen that. I've never seen one of those. Premieres are scheduled and act as live streams. Got it. That's a way better it's a way better explanation than what I just rambled on about. Hi YouTube. Aaron says hi YouTube. Gotta get work done. I'll make sure to catch the next stream. Cheers and have a good rest of your day. All V, thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging. Enjoy your work. And then afterwards, it just stays up like a normal video. Got it. When does this premiere? 11 hours at 4 a.m. I don't think I'm gonna attend, but I wish everyone a happy viewing experience. I need to upload more. I have a channel that's just abandoned at this point. It's hard. It's hard to do all the things. It's so hard. Okay, I'm ready to test this. So when I take the photo, oh, it's saying hi. It's saying hi, which means I should be getting this subject right here. So photograph, subject name. Why isn't it returning? Print, subject name. Oh my God. My dog just let out the biggest stretch yawn. 6 months since I last uploaded to YouTube. Kilika, you have gold sitting in your hands. You have it. It's right there. Aaron, have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Everyone, also, big shout out to Aaron. Conrad, what is up? This is my first upload in 6 months. Kilika, you know what that means. You need to upload something in the next 14 hours. Or the next 11 hours? YouTube is a lot of time and effort. Yeah, you can't half-ass YouTube. You cannot half-ass YouTube. I think that's why my channel just doesn't do much. Because I don't take it too seriously. I just post VODs. Okay. Oh, look at that, empty. So what the funk is going on here? What the funk is going on? This is strange. Versus just pressing start stream and sitting in front of the camera. Yeah, Twitch is very low barrier to entry. The only barrier to entry is your comfort with being live. Like, if you're comfortable sitting here talking to people, then Twitch is super easy. But Twitch can be difficult if you do more like planned content and you have more events. Like here in software dev, people mostly just work on their game. It's great. You don't have to worry too much about it. And you just got to be comfortable on camera. So what is going on here? So this is coming back nothing. Photographable. It's possible that it's not returning the right thing. So let's see. Hi. Subject. What can be happening here? What can be happening? Let's print all the things I have. Let's print photographable. Let's print the photographable dot photograph. And we'll print the subject name and just see what's going on here. I don't understand. Because if the photograph is null, then this should be coming back null. Subject name. I'm Oh. Oh, wait a minute. The subject name I'm getting dynamically. No. Get subject. Get photographable name. What? Wait a minute. No. This doesn't make any sense. When I look at the photo explicit studio, the display name is miniature forest. The subject is empty. Oh. How about, okay, so if the subject is empty, I need to return display name. There we go. Okay. I got it. Yo, Hypnotic. How's it going? Video montage sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, you gotta edit. You gotta make content. You can't just record your screen. I mean, you can. Okay, this all makes sense to me now. So when I say get subject, I have to say if subject equals null, return display name. That should do the trick. That should do the trick. Right? Dynamic name setters. What are these tags? I don't remember. I don't remember what these tags are. I'm sure they're in there for a reason. A very good reason. Kind of tired. I think this is gonna work now. There we go. New photo, miniature forest. Okay. That was annoying. That took how long? How long did that take? An hour? Oh God. Only part of software and game dev are the elitists that are everywhere that act like their way of dev is better than others. Oh, the only bad part of software and dev. Yeah, I'm one of those people. If you don't do work the exact same way that I do it, I think you're bad. I think your way is the not as good way, and my way is the only way. So get in line. Get in line. Feel free to ask me how I do my work so you can do it correctly. Gotta go to work now. Have a good day, everyone. Yag. Thank you so much again for that raid. Enjoy the premiere later. No worries. It took me 9 hours to do one thing today. Exo, but the thing you did was wonderful. The thing that just took me an hour was unacceptable. How do you do your work so I can do it correctly? I'll start at the beginning. Wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Walk your dog. Reflect. I was considering doing like a day in the life video. I feel like it would be a little too much like pandering, like a day in the life of a Tokyo indie game dev. And I would just do like a little montage of like my perfect day. But what's the point of that? That's if I want to be a streamer. Like, I mean, that's if I wanted to be a content creator. Why would I do that? I'm not trying to be a content creator. Or at least not a YouTube content creator. Should see Covino stream? Wait, what do you mean? Do I have to move to Japan as well? Yes. I don't have a dog. Well, take a stuffed animal, put a leash on it, and walk the stuffed animal around. These my daily routine videos are funny. I feel like I can do it in a funny way, but maybe not. Maybe I just wouldn't be able to do it in an interesting way. And what's the point? I'm just not going to do it. Wake up like the Undertaker does when the sun rises. Yeah. Nowadays, it's more like open my eye very slowly and carefully. Open one eye to see if the dog is staring back at me, and then quickly close my eyes if he is. I'm basically a hostage in my own freaking house. I'm a hostage. He won't let me sleep. The last dog I got near didn't like me. Wardstone, no. Zombie, what is that? Alright, what's next? What's next? Should I just look at my master list? So, I have the zone. The zone is there. What does it need? Does it need a biome? I should make a biome. Let's make a biome for that zone. And I want that biome to age twice as fast as a normal biome. Like, that's the whole deal there. Oh god, I don't need all these. I just need one. Oh god, he has arisen. My doggy has arisen. Our dog has a weird obsession with laying on people's feet. That is such a normal obsession. I just want my dog to stop biting. He's such a biter. But he'll grow out of that. I know it's just a puppy phase, but very annoying. This is actually confusing. Oh, he is awake. He is awake right now. Here he comes. I'm gonna take a short break and make sure he pees on the pads, so hang tight, y'all. Okay, we're back. He has risen. Yeah. Give it 5 to 6 years and do not say that. Do not say that. All right, so I got this biome now. What else do I need here? I need to be able to turn it off. It's a very simple biome. I need to be able to turn it off and turn it on when I need it. And then I need a new definition. So biome thicket. And this I need emptied. There's gonna be no logs, no weeds, no rocks. Just make it nothing for now. No, nothing, empty. So this is the thicket. Timber thicket. It's called the timber thicket. It doesn't have a display name. It's fine. Uh-oh. He's bringing me his toys now. He got a new toy yesterday. He's very excited about it. He carries around his toys. It's very cute. He'll like walk around like behind you with his new favorite toy of the moment and just stare at you like, "Play with me, please." And it's so cute. But then if you don't want to play with him, he turns into an absolute monster. And he slams it on the ground and he goes, "Bark, bark, bark." And it's so aggressive. It's just like, F you, I don't want to play with you now. We call Dexter's toys his babies. I call him the baby. He's the baby. He's just a little baby and he's gonna be a baby forever. Baby, dumb baby. Because he cries like a baby. He's getting very big. He's like 8 kilograms now. Just an update. He was 2.5 kilograms, maybe 2 3/4 kilograms when I first like showed him on stream. And he still does this. He still bites, and it's still so annoying. Chonka, yeah, Chonka. He bites a little less. So big. He's so big, I know. So big. He's just chewing on my ear. Oh, thank you. So apparently when I make eye contact, he stops biting me. That's new. We trained ours to not bark, so instead he huffs louder and louder until he's had a proper meltdown and starts grabbing my stuff. What do you mean my stuff? Eye contact is a sign of dominance. I've been teaching him to look at me and make eye contact. I was watching like some how to train your corgi videos specifically. And this one person was just like, it's all about eye contact and teaching them to hold eye contact with you and to not be distracted. So when you're looking at each other, it's purely to pay attention to you and to use that when there's things around the dog that can like distract them too much. I don't know. There's so much stuff out there. We tried that with ours, but instead he plants his butthole on the floor and spinning around grunting. My last dog, when she would get really excited, she would do this thing where she would plant her butthole down and then pivot around it, just like what you're saying. Like spin around on it, like outside. It's so weird. People would always laugh at her. This emote is literally him doing that? If your dog makes you mad, you can have a staring contest to assert your dominance. I do that sometimes. And sometimes he'll just bark in my face, and sometimes he'll slink away, but... yeah, it's annoying. He's a puppy. Dang puppy. Alright, what am I doing here? I have the biome, and so let's say this area is in its new state, right? Like, it's just a forest that grows, and it's for your convenience to harvest as you please. What does that look like? Well, I guess I want to put trees here. Do I want it to say that you can plant your own trees? Maybe certain trees grow here, and that's just that. So let's just add every tree to the entity list. So seed, not seed, right? Young birch, young fir, young maple, young oak, young pine. So these entities, what will spawn? Excuse me. Prefab options. There are no prefab options for this thing. So maybe I do need to add the seed. Okay, whoops. I'll go back. I need to add the seeds. Seed birch. Seed fir. Maple. Oak. Someone is crying at me right now. Why are you crying at me, baby dog? Mr. Mard. Mard, how are you? Did I share my time today? I don't think so. I just kind of did it. But it was like 30 seconds, so of course I didn't beat Wardstone. Of course I didn't beat Wardstone. Everyone, did you do your daily Akari today? Oh, it reset. Well, here's daily Akari. I definitely did it. I mean, it wasn't 19 seconds, it was 36 seconds. So I won't paste that into the share your times. But that's daily Akari. Everyone, if you've never played it before, play it today. Today's the perfect day. It's Monday. That means it'll be a little easier. Let me share it in both chats. I was slow today. 31 seconds. Yeah, Mondays are the easiest days. So, thanks for sharding. Mr. Mard. Excuse you. Alright, right, so I have these seed entities. What does that mean? I don't know if this is actually gonna spawn seeds. Let's see. Let's try it. Well, these have seed birch trees, items, which spawn grow seed birch tree. This might work. I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. Thank you for both. Yes, I definitely did both. Also, a big shout out to Mr. Mard, the YouTube channel too, because of course he streams. Everybody, literally all of you stream. Every single person that has chatted in the last 3 hours has either currently streams or has streamed in the past. All right. I need to go to the forest. Oh wait, I need debug stuff. I need debug stuff. Biome area. Just need to test to see if it works. And I'm gonna make this area. I'm gonna make this area grow at 3 times the speed. So that should be fine. Biome area. Need to turn on this. Mard, is there anything going on the Daily Akari front? I feel like you were in talks with all these fun people. Anything you want to share? All right, so in this area, all these, oh, look at this. All this stuff just grew. If I progress. Look at that. It gets like real thick, real fast. Interesting. Oh, when I hide everything, the nav mesh doesn't reset. Okay. So, I wonder if some entities should be only grow on new season. Nothing Daily Akari, just working on a new project for Ted. Oh, that's fancy. That's cool. That's what she said? I don't remember what I said to make that joke work. What do I do? That's what she said. She's saying very boring things. Is everyone in on the joke and I'm not? What's happening? She said that's what. What do I do here? What's the interesting mechanic that I do here that makes this all work easily? Put you out of your misery. You said it grows thick and What are you chewing on? Oh, Moon, no. No, he peed on the rug. He hasn't peed in here in like a month. Hold on one sec. Okay, he didn't pee on it. He's just been chewing on it behind my back and it's just soaking wet with his saliva. I think. Because it doesn't smell at all. And it's a weird pattern. And it was like bunched up and pulled up. So I don't think he peed on it. Oh, good boy. I mean, he was chewing on the rug, so he's definitely not a good boy. Either way, not a good boy. 1 month streak broken. He still gets his streak. It's progress. Yeah. Nah, he's fine. He's fine. All right, what do I do here? What do I do here? I want some trees to spawn, but I don't want them to spawn this quickly. I want them just a couple of trees to spawn once, which I have the initial spawn clutter for that. I don't want it to happen every day. Maybe I expose some parameters for like how often seeds spawn out of nowhere. Maybe that's what I do. So... Oh, the ad break is back. We were in ads before. I forgot. For those of you who were in ads, the dog didn't pee on the rug. He just chewed it, and it's wet now from his saliva. Okay, what I want to do... I need to make a system so that things don't spawn every single day. They just should spawn sometimes. Maybe what I do is I add the random chance of spawn back in here. Maybe that's what I do. Because that'll kind of fix this quickly. So biome spot, biome entity. Where are my entities? Here we go. Biome entity. I have this stat that is chance of spawn. And I don't actually check it. So if the random value, the thing is I don't want to use a random value. I want to use like a predictable seeded random value. So you can't restart the day until you get what you want. It looks like I tried that here. Chance of spawn, bad RNG, return false. I spawn a new RNG, I get the seed a day, I add a number and the ID, and I get the next float. But the problem with this is it's so predictable that every entity is gonna pretty much return the same thing. I think that's what this ID was for. Oh god, he's crawling. He's trying to crawl behind the green screen. He's gonna knock the green screen over. And here it comes. Damn it, he's such a psycho. Tasty rug, yeah. What time is it? It's been wow, it hasn't even been 2 hours. He's knocking the green screen over again. It hasn't even been 2 hours, Moo. Can I finish? Please. Can I finish making this video game? This game has been delayed 6 months because of this dog, guaranteed. If Moo didn't exist, this game would have come out 6 months before it's going to come out now. Booyah fights invisible menace. Yeah, he's definitely visible though. Like the screen is invisible to you, but the thing doing the things. He's such a little jerk. All right, I'm gonna leave this in for now, just as a straight random value. So everything's at 0.2. What I want to do is make animals though. I want to make animals like 0.8. We have room reveal incoming. Do you want to see a room reveal? I could show it. Full camera. Wait, that's full screen? No. Full camera. And then teaser. Yep, there it is. I'd have to turn the green screen off. I think if I mess with this, OBS is gonna crash. Wait, but what is that? What is this? Oh, that's my curtain. It's very bright outside, so it's just white. No more room reveal. Oh no, he's going after the corner. All right, stream's gotta end. He's being psycho. Okay, good. He scared himself away from the spot he was obsessed with. Maybe we can go for a few more minutes. So what was I doing? I added all the random chance to spawn back in, which should help things getting too... How do I put this in a way that isn't really bad phrasing? Too thick, too fast. I don't want it to explode too fast with stuff, so... No, that was worse. No, that was worse! Biome, entity, animal. So these should all be higher random values. Default stats should be... Right now they're all default to 0.2. Let's make them 0.75. And then the trees, the seeds, these are going to be 0.2. That's fine. Let's say 0.4. 0.4. No, 0.3, 0.3. So there's a 30% chance that they do spawn. Everything else can be 0.2, I think. I think that's okay. Exo, welcome back. The dog has settled. Good. So now, since there's only a 0.3% chance that the stuff will spawn, it looks like only one tree spawned. And if I progress, everything spawns way slower. So it took 40 days for it to reach critical mass. Wardstone, what are you saying? What is that? I don't like this this like band around the biome where nothing can spawn. Whatever. It took about 40 days to reach critical mass if you ignore. I think that's too fast. That's still too fast. Okay. How does the because this is like the quarry. This is kind of like the quarry in Stardew. The quarry is like chock filled with rocks. How fast does it respawn? It's interesting. How long does it take for the quarry to refill? Each spot has a random chance to spawn every day. It will not fill up in a fixed amount of time, since filling the last spot is really unlucky. It's best to clear it every day if you want to maximize drops. If you do not mine at all, after the first clearing, it takes an entire year to refill. If you mine during the year, spawns are random. If trees spread before rock spear, they will take priority. You'll want to make sure you clear the trees. Interesting. I'm not as harsh as Stardew. My algorithm is, it's not like there's a random chance for something to spawn in a spot. It's like the spots are there and there's a random chance for the thing to show up somewhere. It's way more forgiving. Maintain dominance after he beat my Akari time. I didn't beat it though. Mine was 36 seconds. I just did it knowing the solution already. So yeah, those trees grew too fast. Let's say there's only a 0.2. Well, maybe 0.2 was good. It's possible that 0.2 was very specific. Maybe this shouldn't be 0.8. Maybe this should be, or 0.75. Maybe this should be 0.5. It's really just like 1 or 2 days it will take. How long does this take now to get full? Progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't take that much longer. It took about 45 days. Also, why is it so sparse here? Why is nothing growing? There's so much free space here. I don't understand why nothing's growing here. If I select this tree and I look at its grow blocker, it's that big. Is that too big? How big is that? Grow blocker. Oh, it's too big. I never scaled those back. Maple leaves. The maple trees, they're too big. Okay. Oops. Doggo, lurk for the doggo walk. Zombie, thank for the lurk. But can you beat my time of 13 seconds on the ship training course in the MW mission FNG? What is MW? Auto Mech, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How are you? Also, for the longest time, my gift sub alerts were turned off, and I didn't know why. It's because one day, someone came in here and was gift subbing a lot 2 random accounts, and they were like troll gift subs. I don't think they were gonna go through. And I remember turning the alert sound off for that, and I never turned it back on. In like 6 months, I had it off, but now they're back on. Modern Warfare, the OG one. I used to play the OG one. Wait. I used to play the one that came out in like 2004? 2005? It was like Modern Warfare 2. I think. All right. What am I working with here? Right, the maple tree. Maple tree. It has a blocker around it that doesn't let seedlings grow too close. And I forgot I made it so big. And this one should be off. This one doesn't need it. Okay, I totally forgot I did that. Bad, Andrew. That's Finest Hour Modern Warfare, came out in 2007. There we go, that's the one. Yeah, 2007 sounds right. It was... No, wait, that sounds too late. I don't think I played Modern Warfare after, like, in college. 2007, that was my junior year of college. I'm pretty sure I did not play. Those are my Counter-Strike years. I was all into Counter-Strike at that time. I can still hear the assault on the ears that happened in Modern Warfare 2 voice chat lobbies. Mastered, how's it going? Yeah, maybe it was. You know what? It was 2007. That's the one. It's definitely the one. Check spot map. Okay, progress. Interesting. So what happens if two trees grow up next to each other and they both become adolescent trees at the same day, there's a stalemate where they can't grow anymore. Neither one can grow to its fullest. All right, so it's day 70 and things are still growing. Day 80 and things are still growing. Day 90, things are still growing. So it took 90 days. It took 90 days. Let me do it again just to see if it's like semi-consistent. And then I think that's the sweet spot. That's 3 seasons. If you ignore it completely, everything grows back in 3 seasons. And then this will be a special zone. So other places will take longer to grow, but this zone, I'm gonna speed up time. So that 90 days should be compressed to about 40 days. Or less, really. Day 60, things have kind of stopped. No, there's one thing that grew. Oh, things are still growing. Day 120, things are still growing. And there's a good mix of everything. Actually, no. There isn't a good mix of everything. Where are the fir trees? There's not a single fir. Not a single fir tree. Weird. Weird. Why are there no fir trees? And I noticed that actually in the other zone too. Why is that? Okay, something strange. I might have found a weird bug. Maybe this has some weird... No, the grow blocker is normal. The fir tree. This looks normal, 2.2%. Max in zone 20. All these seeds are max. They're the same stats, right? Yeah, they all have the same exact spawn stats. So why would the fir tree be a little different or inconsistent? It could just be unlucky. I mean, that is possible. I caught a voice chat ban for 3 months in a Cold War for calling my teammate words that would make Jern blush. Huggin'. How could you? Shout out to Irish John, though. Do you guys know Irish John? He's going to come back soon. He's been taking a little bit of a break from streaming, but he's going to come back soon, and everyone needs to be there when he does come back. What's the deal? What's the deal? Did I forget to add it to the biome? Fir tree, right here. Does this... Oh, look, wait a minute. Fir tree. That's weird. That's a weird one. Seedling, fir tree. Prefab option pine tree. I found the bug. Oh my god. It's just been spawning pine trees when it wants to spawn. Okay. Now it's a bannable offense to teabag people in... I mean, it's very aggressive. I think since like VR, VR virtual worlds have come about, I think the idea of being abusive like that in a digital space is taken more seriously, because it's just as aggressive in virtual reality as it is in real life. And then once it's that aggressive in VR, it translates to be that aggressive whether or not you're physically controlling the character or clicking a button to control the character. And so I kind of get it. So I still don't... Okay, there's one fir tree. That's still crazy. There's two. There is like none compared to everything else. I wonder if there's more things, more problems. Like maybe the fir tree doesn't spread other fir trees. Maybe it spreads other pine trees. It looks like, no, fir. Seed entities, fir. Okay, that's weird. Why doesn't this have an age? Wait, this doesn't have an age on it. Fir tree, not skiing minigame. Grow fir tree. Grow seed tree. Do these not have ages? Savable int. Oh, the fir tree and the birch tree don't have them. Wait, only the maple tree has one. Oak tree. Pine tree. Oh, wait, why does some have it and some not? They all come from the same variant prefab. This Oh, I must have been adding it bespoke per seed. Okay. Grow seed. So which ones don't have it? This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Maple does. So maple and pine do. Add savable int. Okay. So now they all have it. So now they can all age and die and whatever. Forgot about that. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up and find someone to raid. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. I didn't get much done, but I don't know. Progress is progress. Let's find someone to raid. Where should we go today? Exo, thank you for the raid. So many people are playing the new Dune game. Is it fun? Do people like it? Is everyone just getting paid to play it? Kilika, thank you. You as well. My heart, Fanny. No, you. No, both of you. Thank you for the hydrate. Anyone have any suggestions? Anyone new? Any new friends we can make? Nobody else I follow doing game dev right now? There's a few on. It's mostly people that I've rated already and very recently. I'm just looking for like a clear game dev interface. Code and Gree, how's it going? I should throw the credits up. Yeah, we're ending. We are ending. Got a lot of raids today. All right, I know where we're going. Let's go say hi to Amices. Automech and All V, thank you for the follows. And Exo, Yag, and Freedom, thank you for those raids. A good one. Let's go raid Amices. Say hello. This channel is intended for mature audiences only. Please, everyone, keep it mature. Be mature. Bethany, Coden, thanks for stopping by. Wardstone, Virtue, iHeart, Killica, Exo, Huggin, Mastered, Zombie, Mard, and everybody else that joined today. Thanks so much. I will be back tomorrow. If you have not wishlisted Alpine Lake yet, please do so. I would appreciate it. For the past 2 days, I actually lost more wish lists than I've gained, which was sad to wake up to. 2 days in a row. That doesn't happen often. That's never happened. I've never lost more than gained 2 days in a row, so that was sad. But you know what? It's okay, because we're not really doing anything. We're hunkering down and making the game and not doing any marketing. So that's gonna happen. But yeah, let's go say hi to MECs, and everybody have a great rest of your day. I'll see you again next time. Peace.